All right, so this is part 2 of the 3-part series of masculine and feminine energetics in relationship. And we're focusing on male and female biology in relationship. Different rhythms can influence capacity. They do not dictate character, compatibility, or worth, right? So we're different. Let's look at the differences here. And it's important to understand these differences in relationship, because a lot of times we get in a relationship and we expect the other person to be just like us, even though they're completely different, right? And we have this like expectations of them that we have of ourselves, and we have different bodies. It's unrealistic. So let's look at male and female biology are equal, not identical. Male biology, reproductive hormones commonly follow daily and circadian patterns. The body is not moving through menstruation, ovulation, or the luteal phase, such as the female body. So the female body, the daily rhythms are present too, just like the male. And we also have the reproductive hormones may also change across the menstrual cycle. Pregnancy, postpartum, and menopause create further transitions. Difference can shape experience without determining worth, character, or capability. Biology may influence energy, but it does not assign it. So a lot of people, they hear masculine energy and they automatically think, oh, men are supposed to act like this. And then feminine energy, oh, women are supposed to act like this. Okay, incorrect. So the possible correlation, there is a correlation. The possible correlation, let's say. The possible correlation between masculine energy and the male biology. When you look at the rhythm, a steadier outward rhythm may support consistency, direction, structure, and action, right? We can see a correlation, right? With that, now that we've looked at biology, right? A possible feminine energy correlation with the female biology. A cyclical rhythm may deepen adaptability, receptivity, reflection, and responsiveness to change. And we can see that in the female biology because there's a lot more ups and downs in the hormones through the phases. This is an energetic interpretation, not scientific proof that masculinity belongs to men or femininity belongs to women. And let's look at the female biology cycles here. The cycle moves through 4 hormonal environments. So we have menstruation. Hormones are low, bleeding begins. Then we have the follicular phase. Estrogen rises, a follicle develops. Then we have ovulation, LH surge, and the egg released. And then the luteal phase, progesterone rises, then hormones fall if no pregnancy. So quite a bit of fluctuation in hormones that the male body does not deal with. The sequence is consistent. Timing, symptoms, and lived experiences are individual to each female. And let's look at them a little more clearly so you guys kind of understand why I'm even bringing this up, right? Menstruation invites inwardness. Follicular energy rebuilds. So let's just have a glimpse at the differences in each phase to help understand capacity in relationship, okay? So menstruation is usually approximately 5 days. Common experience, low energy, sensitivity, need for rest. need for rest. That's going to affect capacity. Am I right? Energetic expression, inward, reflective, receptive, helpful support, less pressure, warmth, space. So oftentimes, women, you need to give this to yourself. Less pressure, warmth, and space. Then we look at the follicular phase. It's approximately 8 days after bleeding until ovulation. Common experience, energy may rebuild, curiosity, optimism, energetic expression, opening, creative, increasingly active. Helpful support, new ideas, movement, fresh starts. So energy levels here are picking back up. Ovulation is approximately just 1 day. Common experience, social or sexual energy may feel higher. Energetic expression, expressive, magnetic, connecting, helpful support, visibility, intimacy, collaboration. So though ovulation is just 1 day, the energy of that can last several days, maybe 4, roughly, so there's, let's say, around 4 days every 28-day cycle. If you are on a 28-day cycle, that, you're going to have high energy. You're going to be very expressive, very social, and visibility will work in your favor. You'll want to be visible. And then we get to the luteal phase, which is the longest phase, approximately 14 days between ovulation and the period. Common experience early in the luteal phase is you're still quite steady, right? But later, fatigue or sensitivity. So, you're probably going to require more rest. That's going to impact capacity. Energetic expression, discerning, boundary aware, inward. So many of you have probably seen that in this section, women can end up holding a lot more boundaries. For me, I like to have more space around me. I don't want people always in my space. So that's a boundary, and that very well comes out in my luteal phase often. And then inward. See, they're more inward, right? In energy. Helpful support, completion, lower load, clear care. So take note of the lower load. Capacity isn't going to be as high as what a male biology can endure during this time. I mean, we can endure as much as we want, right? But we want to set the relationship up for success, and the relationship needs healthy people, right? So we need to take care of ourselves. Near the end of the luteal phase and in menstruation, women need more rest. So they have lower capacity for output most often. And yes, this can vary. Work with each other's biology, not against it. So this is why we're talking about it, right? Learn patterns without predicting or dismissing feelings. Ask about capacity instead of expecting sameness. Name needs without shame or superiority. Support rest while keeping responsibility mutual. So there may be some tasks that need to be done that you can do while resting, like planning something on your phone, purchasing stuff on your phone. You can relax and do that, right? And maybe he's doing the dishes. Just an example. But those are both responsibilities, things need to be bought for whatever it is, and this just need to be done. Both responsibilities, right? But one takes care of the rest required for the female biology about half of the cycle. Let steadiness and flexibility support each other. The goal is cooperation, not using biology as an excuse or a weapon. So that concludes the biology section of this series. I hope you found this helpful.